Welcome, champions. Welcome back from Dubai. For those of you guys that were in Dubai with us, and for those of you that were in Dubai with us, maybe mentally, spiritually, but not quite physically. The Dubai experience was on a completely different level. But before we get into it, I want to make sure the translation is working. So if you're listening to the translation in Hungarian and it's okay, give me a thumbs up. Perfect. Okay. Bomba. So we can rock and roll. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get into it. If this is the first time that we're meeting, my name is Efrosyni. I'm excited to be here with you guys right now. I feel that we're creating history right now, guys. Viago is less than 120 days old. Less than 120 days old. And we just had our first official Viago event in Dubai. And what I'm really excited about is that this wasn't just the first event. It was the first international event, and it was the first time that we literally combined Asia, Europe, Africa, even United States. We had people that came in from the US in order to experience Dubai that were not planning to be at the training, but when they saw the energy, when they felt the fire, they decided to come to the training. And not only that, they decided to book the next training and come back to Europe. So the Americans want to come and build over in Europe. Africa was very well represented. I'm so proud of everybody that flew in from Africa. And I want to share a few things, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the first person for this evening to share a few things from Dubai. You're going to hear from some amazing people, some of our top leaders from around the world sharing what they got from Playbook, and more importantly, these announcements, some key promotions that were also shared, and also leading up from this event, what needs to happen in order to basically almost kind of jump into the next event that we're going to be having in June, creating history together. So this person I'm going to bring up is none other than Melanie Aristidu, someone I had the pleasure of knowing, working with for the last 13 years, someone that I saw transform from being this young 22-year-old not knowing anything about business to creating her own multiple businesses over the last few years, traveling the world, getting her time back, and now she's become a force of nature. And I want to bring her to the virtual stage. Melanie in the house.
Amazing. So, wow, sounds like quite a huge stage there. Yeah, so I'm so excited to have spent the weekend with so many incredible people. And I think the biggest thing for me in our community is the love that we share. And so, for those of you that are perhaps logging on here and weren't with us in Dubai, I don't want to say so directly like, hey, you missed out, but in the nicest of ways, I wish you would have been there with us because it's a feeling that we have collectively that you just can't describe it. You have to be there, you have to feel it, you have to experience it. And what I love about this event was it was all about our community, people coming together from different backgrounds, different continents, different languages, but all sharing a drive, a dream, wanting to experience the world, wanting to be better than they are right now, wanting to better themselves. And, one of the things that I love is, after the event, we've all learned, worked on ourselves, taken notes, exchanged stories, shared hugs. And then one of my favorite things is the way that we party afterwards. See, I don't think there's anywhere in the world where you can get a 19-year-old and a 74-year-old on the dance floor from two completely different countries, speaking two different languages, just connecting with no agenda. And to me, that is one of the most beautiful things in the world. It's here, yes, we're building our businesses, but we're building a legacy to last. We're just creating something that, when we're old and we're in the rocking chairs and we're looking back, we'd be like, yeah, remember that one night in Dubai where we were having the most incredible time, just dancing, laughing. No one's being creepy. No one's doing anything, like wild. We're just living. And I just think that's something that, yeah, we spend money on this membership, but that's an experience money can't buy. It was great to be able to have lunch with our CEO, Isaac Ben-Shabbat, as well, and be able to connect with him. We had a team fly in from Oceania that we hadn't seen since 2019. That was incredible. Great to see, people we haven't seen from Africa for years as well coming to the event. And so my wish for you today is, if you're on this call and you were not with us last weekend in Dubai, my wish is that right now on this Zoom, you grab out your phone and you go to the events page, and someone's going to drop the events link right in the chat now for me. And you just book your ticket for the next event. You don't want to miss life. And here's a thing that I really feel is, if you're building this business, you don't know the gold that you've got your hands on until you come and you join us and you experience this community, until you see really the color that life is capable of being. I know there are so many people in the world these days, they go through that darkness, but when they come to us in our community, I know they feel like they found home, or they found connection, or they found love, they found friendship. They found something bigger than just discounted travel. They found something bigger than just an extra 2,000 a month, an extra 5,000 a month. They found something that they want to spend the rest of their life doing. And for me, it lights me up, legacy lights me up. So I just feel so blessed to be here with you all. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing, Melanie. Guys, it's for someone that has been to so many events, because myself and Melanie, like, I've been in the industry for 16 years. I've been hundreds of events over the last few years. The funny thing is, I remember that one of the things that someone shared with me many years ago, and I don't remember who it was, but I remember it really stuck in my mind. They said to me, which one was the most important event of your life? And I remember I shared the first one, because for me, the first personal development event that I went to, I didn't know what to expect. He goes, it might have been the first one, he said, but the most important event in your life, he said, always the last one. The last one that you went to. And the next most important event is the next one you're going to go to. He goes, the last one, because that's the thing that keeps the fire burning hot in your veins, he said. Each event serves a purpose. I remember my first event, it really made me to build belief in the industry, to realize that, network marketing was such a big and powerful industry, and that it was the perfect vehicle to help anybody, no matter what your background is, where you're from, to achieve complete time and financial freedom. There's so many ways you can achieve freedom, guys. You can write music, you can act in movies, you can write books, but is that accessible to everybody? No, it's not. because not everybody's talented to write music. Not everybody is talented to sing. But anybody has the ability to succeed in network marketing. You know, the interesting thing is for someone that I've been to so many events over the years, and I know most of the content that's going to be covered, to have trained on so many stages, you know, the thing that really made the impact on me on this particular event, and I want to share this with you. There's a lady at this event called Sherry Sharman. And Sherry has been in the industry for 40 years. Sherry is the person that my mentor for many years used to share her story. She was the person that he said that his mentor, and get this, his mentor tried to sign her up. Now, his mentor, he says, is the best presenter and closer he has ever seen in his life. Bearing in mind that my mentor has created hundreds of self-made millionaires. So to say that his mentor was the best presenter, the best closer that he's ever come across in his life, and my mentor's been in the industry for over 40 years, that says a lot. And he said that this person sat down with Sherry for 2 hours doing a presentation to sign her up into network marketing. So imagine the best presenter, the best closer you've ever met, for 2 hours sitting down with a lady that at the time was a kindergarten teacher. Single mom, kindergarten teacher, not making enough money to make ends meet. But because he believed in her, for 2 hours, he poured into her. And she was like, no, 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 I am not interested. Leave me alone. I don't want to do this. And then he said to her, do you mind just, driving me to this event? My car's broken down. I need to pick up some products. If you can just drive me there, then, I'm never going to talk to you about this business again. I will leave you alone. So she was like, fine. So she drives him to this event. And, she's sitting there in this presentation like this, kind of going, what are they talking about? Blah, blah, blah. But then it got to the point of the testimonials, the success stories. And there was many different stories that got up on stage. But one of the stories was a lady that got up on stage that said, I am a teacher and I'm a single mom and a teacher. And over the last few years, I've been making a few $1,000s a year, which has not been enough to cover the bills, look after my family. She said, but because of this industry, what I used to make in a year, I now make it on a monthly basis, and I'm no longer a teacher. And Sherry turned around and looked at this guy and told him, sign me up. Now, this was 40 years ago. Sherry, in her first 12 months of network marketing, made over $258,000 US. Now, based on inflation, 40 years ago, $258,000 is like $2 million now. In her first 12 months as a kindergarten teacher. What does that tell you? Number one, never underestimate the power of a story. Facts tell, but stories sell. Sometimes it's one story at a training that has the ability to impact someone to make a decision or to understand the power of the industry or to make a decision they're going to build it. And sometimes that's all it takes. You might attend a whole 2-day weekend, but literally one story has the ability to change everything. For me, 16 years ago, that one story was a waiter that went from being a waiter living in a one-room apartment to moving into Tina Turner's old house in Beverly Hills. I remember that one story from the first training that went, man, if the waiter's done that, imagine what I could do, okay? 2, Sherry is someone that became a legend in the network marketing industry. She has made tens of millions of dollars. She retired from network marketing. She made so much money, she was quite happy to just literally be a grandma, raising her grandkids, spending quality time, and enjoying the fruits of her labor. However, Sherry has decided to come out of retirement to build Viago. Think about that, guys. Think about this. If you already had millions and millions and millions of dollars in the bank, and you never needed to work a day in your life, what would it take for you to come out of that retirement and go, I want to build this company at the age of 72? That really goes to show what a powerful vehicle that we have, that literally someone that has seen it all in 40 years, they've seen it all. They heard all the network marketing spiels. They've seen all the different types of companies. And they're willing to come out of retirement because they believe that what they're seeing in Viago right now is something so unique and so special. Okay? So I want you to have this in the back of your mind to really understand what a powerful thing that we represent in Viago. Now, I actually want to bring up someone to share what they got from it. Now, this particular individual, he joined Viago literally right before launch. I've seen this guy take some massive action. He's climbing through the ranks. He's living in the UK. So he's originally from Zimbabwe, and he achieved the rank of gold just to be in the room for the first ever Train the Trainers that was done. And I have a feeling that this guy, he's not slowing down. He's more speeding up now in order to climb higher ranks. Aaron, love for you to share the virtual stage, my
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Efrosyni, for your leadership and for leading us by doing. You don't just talk, you do what you talk. So you talk by doing. And we appreciate that. When you talk about events, it's not like you are just encouraging us to attend, but you attend. And I think through you, we have a great leader in you, so we appreciate. And just to appreciate everybody who is here, who attended, who was in Dubai. And thanks, Melanie, for sharing the experience in terms of what we got in Dubai. We had some funny. My goodness, guys. The emotion that you carry after that event, I think it takes you to another level. And you see that you are in a totally different community. I'd never known that in my life I could be part of this community. Because look here, I went to university, trained as a social worker, as a first degree in social work, a master's degree. I did the right things just for me to make a living. But I think this industry has made me to think bigger and dream again. And I'm telling you, I'm so grateful to be part of this opportunity. And thanks to my sponsor, Helen Mandishona, for really showing me this opportunity. So I'm going to talk about what I got from the training. Guys, let me just say this again. If you empty your pocket to invest in your head will fill your pocket. That's what training does. And I can guarantee you that when you attend trainings, you can never be the same again. In terms of definitely ranking up and making money, but you as a person, training changes you. And for me, I've made a commitment to myself that I am not going to miss any training, because the future is bright, but it can only bright because it is a trainings that you make bigger decisions. So let's all go to Greece and also attend with the first one that is coming in London. Now, I'm going to be talking about one of my key highlights. I'll talk about inviting and making a list, because I think the inventor of our business are people. That's the inventor of our business. That's the crux of this matter. We are here to share this opportunity with people and to invite them to see the opportunity. But I think key and also important for me, there are some people who treat this as a hobby and who are not treating this as a business. So if you treat it as a hobby, it will pay you as a hobby. But if you treat this as a business, it will treat you as a business. Now, what is your why? Why are you doing this? You need to make a decision. We are 113 people that are on this call. And I think I was putting messages on the group to say, guys, there are people that have invested thousands of dollars to fly to Dubai, be part of the escape, be part of the training. But some people, they can't afford to just sit in the comfort of their home to listen. And I'm telling you, even this call itself is going to change someone who is on this call who did not go to Dubai, because we've brought Dubai in the comfort of your home. Now, why are you doing this? I mean, look, guys, money gives you, someone once said that money is closer to oxygen. You may say, no, money is not important. That's not true, because money gives you options. So have your why. Is it financial freedom? Is it time freedom? Because I think that pushes you to do this business. For me, I like things. I love good things of this life. And I've said to my wife, I want you to, if you go into the bank and you take money, I would recognize that money has been withdrawn if you've taken a minimum of 10,000. That's when I would say, baby, have you gone to the bank to take some money? If it is 1,000, 2,000, I will not see it. Now, let's talk about how to eat. Number one that you need to do is to make a list. Guys, when we're doing the training, I mean, look, I learned a lot, because prior to going to the training, because that is the importance of trainings. Prior to going to training, I was making my list in the wrong way and inviting the wrong way. Can you imagine? I'm a god, but I've been doing it the wrong way. But it was through training that I learned the right thing. Let me tell you, when we're doing the training, Mr. Get Paid Eric said, you need to make a list from your phone book. I have been randomly inviting people, but let me tell you what I did, so that what we do here, it's practical. He then encouraged people to say, please, when we go for a break, make your list a minimum of 200 people. I didn't do that. But let me tell you what I did. On my way flying back from Dubai to the UK, I said to myself, I like reading. But I said, I'm not going to read. I'm going to make a list. Look what I did. I went into my phone book. I made a list. Look, I think you can see here. Can you see? These are names. These are names. I want to tell you, these are names. So that we don't say things, we do things. These are names. Let me tell you something. People say, I don't have people, I don't know people. Let me tell you, I have made only names from people that starts with an A. And let me tell you the figure that I have. I have 318 from only people that are in my phone book that starts with the letter A. My surname is a Z. I am not yet into B, C, D, E. I am talking about just A, 318. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to attack these names. Let me tell you, some of the contacts that are in my phone book are in your phone book. I'm going to recruit those people in your phone book. Just wait and see. So guys, what you need to do is to take your phone. You empty this phone. Because it means by some way, somehow, these people did not get into your phone by a miracle. You wrote, you met someone somewhere. It doesn't matter if you've not spoken to the person. You're going to start a conversation. So I tell you, I guarantee you, by the time that I finish up to Z, I will have a minimum of 3,000 people. And if I recruit 10% of that, that's 300 personals that I'm going to make in terms of probabilities. Now, that I learned from the training. I could not have, I'm telling you, I was just randomly inviting people. Now I'm just going to make that list. So now when you make your list, I'm not saying you are making a list of people that are going to sign up. That's not what I've said. Just make that list. Go into your phone book. Each one of us on this call, I tell you, we have an average of 500 people in our phone book. Because it said an adult, you know 1,000, scientifically it said you know 1,000 people that you know by name. 1,000. So go on your phone book. Don't tell us you don't know. And if you empty your phone book, go on your Facebook. On my Facebook, I have 3,000 followers that I'm going to follow up. Now let's go. Once you have made your list, let's talk about inviting. How do you invite? I'm telling you, I like this and I'm going to do this. So there are two ways through which people invite. You can either invite by text or by phone call, depending on what is comfortable with you. Myself, I do both, but I like also phone calls because this business is network marketing. It's about talking to people. Talk to people. If you want to make money in any way, you can only make money by money. So there are steps that you need to do. So the first step, you make your list. Yeah. Then you invite the people to see the opportunity. So if you are making a call, I like how Eric was saying this. So you pick up your phone. Let's say maybe I'm calling Melanie. I pick up my phone and I say, real quick, I'm gonna take this verbatim. Real quick, Melanie, what are you gonna be doing tonight? Real quick, did you see that? Look here. Eric said, why do you want to utilize your average rather than copying the genius? Many of you people, you are not coachable. Why do you want to use your average when you come to this business? I've done this, I've done. Learn from the best for you to be the best. Just copy the genius. So you pick up your phone. Hi, Melanie, real quick. What are you doing tonight? That's the invite I'm going. Either want to invite Melanie to the Zoom at 7 p.m. or whatever time it is. It is happening in your zone. Melanie says she's available. If she says she's available, that's when I will then send the Zoom invite. Please do not send the invite if someone has not confirmed they are available. Because we have seen people, they spam people. They just forward. There's someone I signed up. How many people have signed? Have you invited? I've invited 100. I said to myself, even myself, I've not managed to do that. How did you do that? People are spamming people. They're just forwarding that video by Matt Morris. They're just forwarding that Zoom. I'm telling you, Efrosyni, you are known everywhere by people that have not seen this opportunity because your picture have been forwarded everywhere. Don't do that. Real quick, what are you doing 7 p.m.? If the person says they are unavailable, you hang up the phone. People, especially if there are people that we know, they don't want to be hanged up. I'm telling you, they will follow up with you. So once they confirm, that's when you send. Please do not be desperate when you are inviting. People can see it in your voice. Don't be desperate. All right? Now, inviting is not presenting. In using Mr. Get Paid, see what he says, don't vomit the presentation on the phone. Do not share the opportunity over the phone. Don't do that. So real quick, are you available 7 p.m.? If they say they're available, you said, okay, great. I'm going to send you a Zoom link for you to see an opportunity. If they are not available, don't share anything. People have what we call FOMO, the fear of missing out. They'll get back to you. So that's step number 2. You pick up your phone, or if it is a message, you do the same. Now, there is also another way which Eric shared, which is you can also meet people physically. Where again, you can say to someone, are you available today? If they say yes, they're available, you say, I'm coming over. I'm coming over. Now, when you meet people physically, it makes a big difference. I think myself, I'm going to be doing this here in the UK. I'm going to be doing the one-to-one. There is a difference that happens when you're doing over the Zoom and when you meet someone physically. Because obviously you are seeing them face-to-face, eye-to-eye. And before I think I just want to say one point. If you're inviting people to the Zoom, invite them an hour before the Zoom. Don't do it 2 days before or a day after. I used to do this, guys. I could only learn this from the training. I used to invite people even 3 days before to say the other presentation will be, Efrosyni will be presenting on Friday. So if you miss it on Monday, you can come on Friday. Don't do that. Invite on the day, an hour, or maybe maximum 2 hours before the presentation. Then you remind them towards the presentation. So the other one is to meet them physically. Where you are saying, you're making an appointment and say, can we meet maybe over a coffee? But people sometimes will then ask you, what is the reason you want to meet with them? Why do you want to meet with them? Because they may ask you, what do you want to meet with them? You simply say to them, and when you are saying to them, be excited. I've got something you have to see. I've got something, my buddy, you need to see. I've got something you need to see. Be excited. So Eric was saying that for some people, I mean, look, myself, you can see I'm always excited. So sometimes people that knows me would say, they would not see the difference, but he said it works more for people that are not usually excited, but even if I'm excited, I'm telling you, I'll take it to another level. The excitement will be to another level, and the person will be like, why are you so overexcited today? That's exactly the point. So be excited. I've got something you have to see. Yeah. If they ask again, what is it? You say, it's me. I am coming over. Especially if it is your friends. It's me. I'm coming over. Yeah.
Amazing, Aaron.
Sorry?
I said amazing. It's
Am I over time? Because
Sorry?
I get carried over.
Well, firstly, what I want to say is I don't know if you noticed, but you got everybody that's actually got their videos on have got a big smile on their face as you started training because your energy is contagious.
Thank you.
Right, guys? Like literally, you're watching Aaron and you can't help it but smile because you have so much energy. You're lighting up the whole Zoom.
Thank you.
So that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Aaron. And guys, here's one thing that you want to think about. Aaron, you said that you got 3,000 people, 3,000 contacts, if I remember correctly, right?
I said on Facebook, I have 3,000 contacts, but on my phone, I've now started taking names. Just on the letter A, I'm on 318 names.
Correct. Okay. So I want you to think about this, guys, all right? If Aaron, let's say worst case scenario, his list is 4,000 people between his Facebook contacts, right? And taking everybody off his phone, right? And putting on a list. That's 4,000 contacts. Aaron, is it fair to say that if all you did after going to this event in Dubai is you managed to basically present to over 300 people over the next 6 months, okay? And let's say you enrolled, out of those 300 people, you enrolled 20%, okay, which is 60 people over the next 6 months.
Yes.
What do you think your business would look like?
Efrosyni, Jesse said, he said, if you want to make a six-figure residual income in this business,
Yeah,
20 on the left, 20 on the right. So it means I'm going to make a six-figure from this business. It's going to explode massively.
exactly. And this is one thing that I wanted to say, guys, is because there's people right now that said, I can't afford to come to Dubai. And there's people that flew in. The furthest people that flew in, by the way, was New Caledonia. We had people fly in from New Caledonia, which is a 28-hour flight. Just the flights alone cost 2,000 people. And we have people that found the money to come from New Caledonia that have lost their jobs in the last 90 days because there's a political situation in New Caledonia. And I want to highlight this to people because what Aaron just said right now, literally by following the training, if all he does, I'm not even telling you about the whole weekend and all the gold nuggets he got. If literally all Aaron does is take this knowledge that he got and just enrolls 60 new people over the next few months, and let's say he doesn't make a six-figure income over the next 12 months, but let's say he starts making $5,000 a month. Do you really think that anybody in the right mind would think, but man, it cost me $2,000 to go to Dubai? Right? So think about this because there's always two costs whenever you're doing something. There's the cost of doing something, but there's a more expensive cost, which is the cost of not doing something, called opportunity cost. It's the cost of going to an event that's going to give you a return, but there's the people that have this cost that they didn't spend to go to the event, but it's going to cost them time, energy, and frustration in their business. I mean, this for me is priceless. Aaron, thank you so much for sharing. That was absolute gold, my friend. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go take a little tour around the world from / Romania, Hungary, / Cyprus, Beja, and I'm going to bring up a young man a young man to share his story, a young man that I've seen grow so much over the last few years. This guy is in his early 20s and building the ultimate freedom lifestyle. I've seen him deal with so many challenges and not let the challenges get him down, but more importantly, let the challenges make him stronger as a leader, as an individual. Chongi, my dear, over to you.
Thank you so much, Efrosyni, and thank you so much for everything that you do. Because in the last many years, since when we've known each other, we learned so much from you, and I'm so glad that we are able to work together with you. And I want to talk about the escape, but before that, I just want to add one thing to what you said. The last things. I want to ask everyone who has a pen and paper to take your pen and write down on a piece of paper how much you are making per year at the moment from everything that you are doing. It can be your business, your job, your side hustle, the money you are making from Viago. It can be like write down everything and add everything together. And if you have a number, it's better if you have it in euros on dollars, but whatever your currency is, it's okay. And try to convert it to dollars, US dollars. And after that, I want you to below that write down the number 1 million, and try to, if the number, probably it's a big difference between the two numbers, but I want you to subtract the 1 million from the first number, because everyone knows that we already have the next training available to book, as Melanie said it as well, on viagoevents.com. And everyone knows that the cost right now, the early bird price is $200 for a ticket, or I don't even know if you still have the promotion, but I know it's $200 for a ticket. But the number you have in front of you is the cost of not coming, because all the trainers who are going to be there, they are all making 1 million, at least 1 million, or at some point they were making $1 million per year from network marketing. So these are the people who can teach you how you can make $1 million per year as well. So if you don't come, it means that you are missing out on learning how to make this amount of money. So yeah, just to add this little thing. I want to talk about the escape because, oh my God, it was crazy. So I'm so sorry for everyone who was not there, because for me, I've been traveling a lot in the last few years, and this trip, it was just so like on a different level than anything I've been part of. I want to say a huge thanks to Tony and Kaylee, whoever was there. They know them. They are so amazing how they put all this together, and also for the team in Dubai. When we booked the trip and we went there, there were like, I think we were around 350 people, which is amazing. And I was so scared that so many people would be lost during this trip, because like every single day we had all these different activities. We had city tour, we had a yacht trip, we had the desert safari, and like how they put everything together, it was just so amazing. And like all the activities, like it was just on a different level. We've been in Dubai before, and we had many people from our team who were here with us. We had, I think, around 30 people on the trip, and there were some people who were there, and like everyone had the best time of their life, and everyone said that all the things that we did, it was just on such a higher level than you could normally go and book anywhere else. So the trip was super amazing. And I think it's really important for you to obviously, it's very good to come to the trainings as well, but also to try the product, because when you come to a trip like this and you go home and you start to do the presentations and do the business, and whenever someone wants to tell you that this is not working and this is not true, you can just show them the pictures, and you have the experience in yourself that gives you energy as well. But for those who didn't manage to come, and um, obviously there are some people who have challenges and they couldn't come, you can still use other people's stories. Like you are friends with other team members, and you can take their photos, maybe ask for their permission, or you can just screenshot their photos, and you can also share them. You can use other people's story as well. But I really encourage you to come to the next, not only the training, obviously that's the main thing, but also come to the trip, because it will be definitely amazing, and it will be really, really fun. So thank you so much. I really enjoyed the training, I really enjoyed the trip, everything, and I hope that we can see each other on the next trip and training as well.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Chongi. I think it's a lot of things that people realize. It's one thing to travel, it's a different thing to travel on an escape with like-minded individuals. Our community is magical. So definitely we're looking forward to the next one. So we're going to take a little travel to Hungary now, guys. And I want to have an individual come on that literally this individual shared the stage on several occasions, because he's someone that produces at a very high level consistently. Consistently, he's putting in so many personals. He's got an amazing work ethic, and he was consistently on the billboard on many occasions over the last few months. My dear friend Gabor, over to you. Hang on, we can't hear you for some reason.
He's on mute.
Can you just hang on, Gabor, 1 second. Let me try to unmute you again. Okay, his screen is frozen. All right, so while Gabor's got some technical issues, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Imola, and we'll come back to Gabor. Imola, are you with us? Hang on. Let's see if we can do a little swap so Imola can come on.
No, we will swap devices. 1 second, I will ask her to come inside, and
No problem. I love the teamwork. By the way, guys, if you don't know Imola and Chongi are consistently always doing the translation at the events. They're working in the background. So not only are they building their business day and night, but they're also such servant leaders that they're doing work in the background to serve the greater good of the team. And they're doing that from the goodness of their heart. So over to you, my dear Imola.
Hey, sorry, this got me so confused. Great to see all of you tonight. My name is Imola. I just came back to Cyprus last night from Dubai, but like spiritually, I'm still in the desert. Or I'm still listening to Egri. Like this training was so fire. Like I couldn't sleep since like Saturday. Like I went to sleep. I was tired of translation, but I was like thinking that I just couldn't wait to like start texting and get to work. So like the first thing that you told me, Efrosyni, and I'm very grateful for this, you said to never miss an event. And I also heard that if you count how many people you have in the room, 1 year from now, your monthly check will be 1,000 times how many people you had in the room. So that was enough for me. So I knew anyways that these trainings are the best part. Like I love these kids, I love everything here, but the trainings are the best part because you become a better person, not only a better businessman, businesswoman, leader. So we pushed really hard on the training. So like I think some people like got angry of me because I was pushing the training, but I know that I'm doing a disservice if I don't promote the training. So I was promoting the training last minute. I had a girl that signed up on Thursday, the week before, and actually she wanted to book the training and the escape, but she didn't have a passport. So she went to the office to create her passport on Friday. And in one business day on Monday, she had her passport. We booked the training, we booked the escape, we booked the flight tickets, and she was there for the whole week, best week of her life. I had another guy. I thought to him on the weekend, on Saturday, I said like, Norby, you must come. But he couldn't because his boss said that you can't leave. You have no more days this year. So he made up a lie that his girlfriend won a trip to Dubai and he has to go. And he took 2 days off. He had his flight on Friday night. He got in Dubai Friday, very late night. He came to the training Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning he left. He only came for the training. And I know that his life is changed. I could see it in his eyes, you know? And imagine if we didn't push him coming to the training. Like, you can never find out what can happen to you if you come. Like, but this is for sure. If you don't come to the training, you will be almost in the same position for the next one. So I haven't seen anyone going black diamond and never seeing him on the events. Not even like a diamond and you never see them on the events. So like this is one thing that we are super aggressive on, because I know that this is the best part. And this training was absolute fire. Like seriously, like Egri and Jesse McPherson in the same room. We actually got 82 bracelets for the Amplify for June from Jesse when we left. So I know this is our goal. I know our goal is to make $82,000 1 year from Amplify. Like he really wants the best for us. Like all the announcements that we had regarding the training system, I'm so fired up because I know the trainings are the best. And with the inner circle, everyone coming on the inner circle, they will become ninjas. Like they are all day long on the trainings, and they come to the big training, and they even make money from the trainings, and they make money from the business because of the trainings. So like my mind is blown. I can't comprehend what's happening. I tried to explain today this to my mom. She doesn't understand anything what I'm talking about. She said like, I didn't understand anything, but I know that you're in great hands and this seems to be the best place for you. So I'm incredibly grateful for really pushing me to go to the first event of mine. I'm so grateful that I've been there on the first official Viago event, and I really can't wait to have like stadiums with 5,000, 10,000 people in Europe and Africa and Asia and all around the world. I'm just so fired up. So thank you for the opportunity to talk. Sorry if I'm being like, but I just can't.
I love you, honestly. Like, guys, I mean, the enthusiasm, you can feel the energy from everybody. So thank you so much for sharing that, Imola. Love the energy. And guys, here's what I want to share with you guys. I think you guys have all felt the excitement, the energy from everybody, the value, the different tools, the nuggets. Now, to give you an idea, okay? So right now, somebody post the link one more time. We still have the special offer of buy 2 tickets and get 2 tickets free for the next event. Okay. Now, one thing that my mentor always said to me, never leave the place of decision without making a decision. Never leave one event without committing to the next event. Never leaving one presentation without committing to what you're going to do next. You guys have got all the nuggets from a lot of people that are shared. If you haven't already booked for the next event, you can go and get a ticket for yourself right now, or you can go, I'm going to bring a team there and I'm going to get 2 tickets and I'm going to get 2 tickets free. So essentially for $426, the special offer, by the way, was meant to finish on Monday. And the team is traveling on the way back to the US and they forgot that it's still there. And I was meant to tell them, and I'm gonna not say anything till tomorrow, okay? I cannot promise you the special offer will be available tomorrow. I'm just playing silly. I'm just if they haven't noticed it yet and they notice it tomorrow, fantastic. It means good for you. Take advantage of this promotion. For $426 right now, essentially, you're going to get 4 tickets to Amplify, the next event. The next event is going to be most likely in Greece. There is a small chance we may need to change it to a very close nearby country, But we're going to make a formal announcement by the end of the week. We're working out some logistics right now. So please just wait to book flights. But if anything, just go book the training ticket. If you don't have the money to book the training ticket and get the pack for 4 tickets, guys, so buy 2, get 2 free, then at least get 1 ticket. Make a commitment, make a decision, put yourself on the line, click on the event. And what I'm going to do is that when we finish the call, I'm going to send the recognition template. So that way, anybody that is committed for the next event, is very important that you recognize the people from your team that have booked for the next event, because in this industry, we recognize what we want to duplicate. That's number 1. Number 2, we also announced the first ever Viago tour. This is literally taking place starting from Romania, end of the month. On the 29th of March, it's going to be a 1-day training. Then we're going to be going over to the UK in London for the 26th of April and finishing off with the 4th of May with Geneva. I will post this link here on the WhatsApp, on the group messages here. Okay, this is the link for this. Now, if I'm not coming to your market because maybe you live in, I don't know, you live in a country and I'm not coming to your country, you might just be a short flight away. The reason that we do these events, guys, is because we build from event to event. Now, there's literally 90 days, just over 90 days between now and the next major event. That's a very long gap in between the two. So we're doing these events right in between. Why? Because all these new people you're introducing to the team, all your new members, you don't want them to sit there and wait 90 days to get trained. Get them on Viago Inner Circle, start building the mind straight away, okay? That's number 1. Every day, listen to an audio. Every day, listen to an audio. Every day, listen to an audio. Spend 20 minutes every single day sharpening the axe. Abraham Lincoln says, if I have 2 hours to cut down a tree, I'm going to spend 1 hour sharpening the axe and the other hour cutting down the tree. He meant sharpening this axe, sharpening the mind. Okay, this is what we do. Train, learn, apply. Train, learn, apply, and repeat. We do have a special offer for this event as well. Tonight, it's basically 20 to 30 euros a ticket, depending on the region. But we got a special price for 2 tickets for all markets. So if for whatever reason, worst case scenario, you cannot book the ticket for Amplify tonight because $200 is going to break the bank, then at least get committed to the next Super Saturday. My recommendation, do both. Okay, commit to Amplify, get some extra tickets for the Super Saturday, bring your new team members to the Super Saturday, and believe you me, if they come to the Super Saturday, they get in front of us, we're going to get them booked to Amplify. Your vision expands at the trainings, but when you come to the big events, that's when the vision, the belief grow, your leadership grows, and that's when the results literally explode. Last but not least is thanks to Eddie Head, we will continue the promotion up until the end of March. The leaderboard is continuing, okay? The triple pay. There's $17,000 up for grabs, guys. Right? If you're in a place right now where you need to make some serious money, there's $17,000 up for grabs, okay? You're literally a handful of presentations away from meeting the next person that you're going to change their life or could potentially change your life, okay? Take the lessons that you learned from tonight, from Aaron, in terms of expanding your list, on reaching out to people and inviting them. Tomorrow night's presentation is going to be done by Matt Morris, who's also going to be our next trainer at Amplify. Matt Morris has made well over $20 million in this industry. 8 times best-selling author. When else are you going to be able to have a chance to have Matt Morris doing the presentation to your prospects for you? Invite big for this. Get people in front of Matt Morris. Every single night we have a presentation. We created a system so we keep it as simple as possible for everybody. To all you need to do, invite, get people in front of the Zooms, the presentation, get them booked for a training and repeat. That's it. Invite, get them on a Zoom, book the next training, get them booked and repeat. This is literally the formula of success. And if anything, book the next escape as well, because, you know, we also got to have some fun, be a product of the product and enjoy the journey. Now, for the month of March, the triple pay has been extended. On top of that, for the month of March, when you buy the 450 launch pack, you also will continue to get a getaway in the pack. Guys, this is ridiculous. I mean, you're paying $450 to get a value of several thousand. Okay, so it's a no-brainer for people to join. If someone gives you $1 and you give them $10 back, essentially, if they don't get started, they've just lost $9. That's the way you got to look at it. You need to help them to understand the ridiculous value that this has. This is for the month of March, so take advantage of it. Thank you for tuning in. Our Sunday night training call will happen on Sunday. Now, one last thing. Anybody that qualified for the Eric G conference call, that means we had a promotion right before Playbook, that if you booked Playbook and go one new person booked for Playbook within a certain period of time, you would be invited to a leadership only call with Eric G. That call is happening tomorrow evening. So if you qualified for that, okay, you need to drop me a personal message to add you on the list. This is only for the people that qualified. If you don't know about the promotion, it means you haven't qualified for it. So spread the word to your team. Get booked for the next training, guys, and welcome to the launch of Viago.